Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. President İlham addressed a letter to President of Turkey Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The letter states, "Dear Mr. President, my dear brother, it is with deep respect and reverence that I commemorate the dear memory of our brothers and sisters who perished in the devastating earthquake that struck Turkey 2 years ago, praying to Almighty Allah to rest their souls in peace and to give patience to their relatives and loved ones." Azerbaijan shares the pain of this tragedy with brotherly Turkey and experiences its sorrow together. As always, Azerbaijan stood by Turkey in those difficult days, united around brotherly Turkey at all levels from the first minutes of the news of the earthquake, and provided all necessary support and assistance. In those challenging times, the hearts of all Azerbaijani people were beating in unison with Turkey. Today, under your leadership, the strong and powerful Turkish state is carrying out large-scale construction work to eliminate the consequences of the disaster, restore life and the economy in the affected region, and provide new homes and jobs for people. As part of our brotherhood and loyalty, we feel great pride and honor that Azerbaijan, in turn, is standing shoulder to shoulder with Turkey by contributing to the ongoing reconstruction and restoration efforts in Kahramanmaraş province based on the principle of one nation, two states. Our countries and people support each other both in moments of joy and sorrow, proving their brotherhood by supporting each other in difficult times. This has always been the case and will continue to be so. I am confident that our unity and strategic alliance, which have withstood the test of time and are bound by unbreakable ties of our people's will always endure. We will continue our joint efforts to achieve the goals we have set for the prosperity and tranquility of our nations. On this day of remembrance, on my own behalf and on behalf of the people of Azerbaijan, I extend my deep condolences to you, to the families and loved ones of the victims, and the fraternal people of Turkey. Sincerely, İlham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. President İlham Aliyev signed an executive order on providing Ukraine with humanitarian aid. According to the executive order, the Ministry of Energy has allocated funds in the amount of $1 million in manat equivalent from the reserve fund of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, provided for in the state budget of the Republic of Azerbaijan for 2025 for the purchase and shipment of electrical equipment produced in the Republic of Azerbaijan to provide humanitarian aid to Ukraine. The Ministry of Transport of Kazakhstan has released a preliminary report on the causes of the crash of the Azal Embraer 190 near Aktau Airport. The report confirms that the aircraft suffered an external impact. It notes that holes caused by damage were found in fragments of the aircraft, in particular in the left engine and left wing. The report also emphasizes that the aircraft was subjected to an external impact after the decision to return to Baku had been taken.
A preliminary report on the result of the examination of the black box of the Azal plane that crashed near the city of Aktau has been released. The report emphasizes that no problems with the aircraft engines were recorded before the accident. It notes that the plane lost GPS signals at 8:36 Baku time. After a second attempt to land failed due to unfavorable weather conditions over Grozny, the captain decided to return to Baku. After this decision, two external sounds were recorded in the black box over Grozny, 24 seconds apart. 4 seconds after the first external sound, the third hydraulic system failed. 6 seconds later, the first hydraulic system, and 21 seconds later, the second hydraulic system. At 9:13 Baku time, all main control systems of the aircraft failed. The report notes that at 9:21, the interaction controller located in the city of Rostov-on-Don reported to Grozny about the operation Kovер. The document notes that numerous blind and through damages were found in the fuselage. They were found in the rear part of the fuselage, the vast majority of which were on vertical and horizontal stabilizers, as well as the left wing and left engine. It was established that the damage found in the fuselage of the aircraft was caused by the impact of external objects. The preliminary report does not contain information on the presence of any facts indicating a collision of the aircraft with birds, as well as the fact of an explosion of an oxygen cylinder on board of the aircraft. The report also emphasizes that in order to accurately determine the affiliation of the discovered foreign objects, further examinations are planned in the future.
Tevfik Musayev, Azerbaijan's permanent representative to the United Nations, presented his credentials to UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres on Tuesday. The meeting took place in UN headquarters in New York. The permanent representative emphasized Azerbaijan's unwavering support for the United Nations and long-standing commitment to the purposes and principles of the organization. He further underscored Azerbaijan's resolve to continue its steadfast contribution to the promotion of peace and justice, strengthening of international law, advancement of multilateralism, and implementation of the Sustainable Development Agenda. Guterres, in his return, acknowledged Azerbaijan's constructive cooperation with the UN and expressed appreciation for the country's ongoing engagement with the organization. Expressing his satisfaction with participating in the COP, the Secretary General congratulated Azerbaijan and the COP29 presidency for the achievements made. That was all for the day. Thanks for being with us. Goodbye.